How are you, Pam?
I'm good. Oh, yeah, you got it. Do you want to sit down while you talk?
That's okay. I'll stand up over here.
Well, I'm going to sit, or I'll stand with you.
Well, that's okay.
As we rearrange things here. Well,
Please
if you don't mind, I'm going to sit. It's
okay, that's
if you don't
fine.
mind.
I'll just readjust the mic before I sing.
Okay, yeah, pull it towards you. So, well, how are you, sir?
I'm good, thank you.
Well, great. Glad to have you here on the show with me this morning. Appreciate it. Now, I've actually never met you, but we've talked before. So,
right.
All that, email and, and all that good stuff. So, so I thought I'd have it on here because I remember somehow you sent me one of your CDs. Well, your only CD. You have one CD out.
I have one CD out right
Okay,
now,
one
yes.
CD. And...
as good as my dog thinks I am.
Thank you. I was just looking up at the guy up in the booth there, Drake. Hey, Drake, I need some lights. And it's going to get hotter here.
Oh, good.
That way
hotter.
on the TV they can see better. So thank you. So you have the one CD out,
right.
and I actually played the title track, "As Good as My Dog Thinks I Am,"
yeah.
And
which is something everybody should aspire to.
That is so funny. I mean, I'm not a dog person. I mean, I've had dogs before, but the true dog lover, I think, really relates to that song. If I remember getting comments after I played it.
Well, that's good.
A lot of people is like, well, who was that? Who was? You could tell, dog lovers got a kick out of it. So
good.
Are you a dog person?
I am a dog person. Yes.
Lots of dogs, or just one?
Well, no, just one right now. I had a couple before, but just one now. His name's Ovi, a little Australian Shepherd. He's just a little over a year old. He's a cute boy. He's my buddy.
He's your buddy, yeah. Got to have your buddies, yeah. Yeah. And it's funny because a lot of people I know write songs with dogs. It's just, especially the people that have dogs. I guess they're pretty entertaining, so I guess you can come up with some good stuff.
Well, I always say Ovi's like a clown.
A clown?
Or a cartoon dog.
Okay.
He's like a cartoon dog, yeah. He's pretty entertaining.
Yeah. Get some good material there for songwriting.
Absolutely.
Now, this came out, this CD has been about four years ago?
No, it wasn't. Maybe about two.
I'm sorry.
About 2.
Boy,
yeah.
I'm thinking...
I know, time goes fast and you're having fun.
For some reason, I thought I had it longer than that. Okay. They all blend together. Sorry.
Oh, I know.
Okay, well, a couple years. But how long have you been doing the music biz?
Oh, geez. I played in all the high school bands back in high school. And then right after high school in 1973, yes, it's been that long, 1973, I started playing in bars right away.
Okay.
So, and I've pretty much done it off and on since then. I've never completely fallen out of the music. There's been times when I've taken small hiatuses from it, but is that the word hiatus, or is it hiatai?
Hiatus.
Is like a hippopotamus, it's hippopotami, it's a hiatai?
Well, I would think when you take a hiatus, it's only one time.
I've had several, so...
Well, okay, all right. So if you take a hiatus, and then you go back to work and you take another hiatus, I guess you could say it's hiatus.
Okay, hiatai. Unless you have a herd of hiatuses, then it's a hiatai. Okay.
I took a couple breaks. Let's just go that way. I don't have to look that one up. I don't know. It sounds like a song in there somewhere. A little confusing one. All right, so you took some time off.
Right.
And Now, when you were doing all the bar gigs, was that mostly cover stuff, or were you doing your own
Yeah, pretty
gigs?
much. Most people in bars, they don't want to hear a lot of original material, so
That's true.
They want to hear, Rocky Mountain High and
Freebird.
Oh God, yeah, Freebird. Yeah, all those AM radio kind of folk songs.
Yeah. Well, I suppose if you're just getting going, that's a good way to master your craft and, performing in front of people and everything. So
absolutely.
Making covers and, people will enjoy it. So why not?
And even to this day, I always throw some covers in on my sets.
Oh, yeah.
People like hearing things they actually recognize, and I might rework them a bit to make them my own.
Oh, really?
But they're still covers.
Yeah, they still know what it is.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Well, that's fun. Do you like to do that, rearrange the songs?
Sometimes. Depends on the song.
Depends on the song.
Yeah, it depends on the song.
Particular artists you like to cover?
No, not really. I always say I'm the only folk singer I know that does Frank Sinatra, though. I do Fly Me to the Moon, a Frank
love
Sinatra
that song.
tune.
Good one.
So that was kind of fun reworking for a 12-string and a solo.
Oh, I'd like to hear that, actually, if you're ever, maybe. But yeah, well, that's interesting, yeah.
Yeah, so that's kind of a fun song to do.
Yeah, not too many people would cover Frank.
No.
In the folk genre.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, interesting. I'm intrigued, Mr. Marshall. All right. So then, when did you start really writing on your own music?
Back in high school.
Oh, okay.
Back in high school, I started writing stuff. And the only one I can really remember from high school was Albert Schwartz. That was the name of the song, Albert Schwartz. And it was about a chicken farmer that had a little bit too close of a relationship with his chickens on the chicken farm.
Okay, we're not going to go
Well,
there.
yeah, we'll just leave it at that. But then they started getting more serious. In fact, one of the songs on my CD, Louise, I wrote back in 1976.
Oh, wow.
So yeah, so it's been out there for a while.
Do you have a whole journal full of songs? And
You know, I write a lot and I write a lot of words, but putting it into the final product's the hardest part for me.
Okay.
Because I'll get through halfway through a song, I might get lost on it. It's like, oh, I don't know where to take this one. Oh. And I think sometimes that's just because the inner editor is kicking in, and I'm not booting him out the door in the office.
Yeah, holding him back.
And I'm letting him dictate to me where the song goes, because it so often happens. I mean, the song takes on a life of its own.
Yeah.
You start with a song going one place, and it ends up a completely different area where you never thought it was going to be.
Did you ever think of collaborating with someone with songwriting?
I have.
How's that work?
I actually have done a couple songs like that. Bernice Lewis, I'm not sure if you know Bernice Lewis. Bernice Lewis and I and Tracy Cash Thomas collaborated on a song about Mrs. Claus, Santa Claus. I'm not sure if you've seen the YouTube video of Bernice doing it. I can't sing it, and because it's a PG audience, I probably shouldn't, but the gist of the song is that Mrs. Claus is a dominatrix.
Okay.
So,
okay.
yeah, so that'll leave somebody for the imagination, for your listeners to...
What's the name of that song, Ed?
I think it's Ho, Ho, Ho.
Okay.
But it's Bernice Lewis does a nice version of it on YouTube.
Gosh, all right.
And
you never know what you'll find on YouTube.
Yeah,
you never know.
That's true. But apparently it was a big hit at NERFA last year.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Interesting. Now I'm intrigued. I'll have to check that one out. All right. How about we get a song in?
Sure, not a problem.
Do you mind for us?
I can do that.
All right. What are you going to start off with for us?
Adjust my mic.
Yes. Sorry.
Sorry.
Can you get it? Oh, there we go.
Okay. This is a song called, actually, this past year it won an honorable mention at the Great Lakes Songwriters thing.
Right.
It's called Apple Fritters.
All right. This is Bob Marshall.
Every year I spend my summers... That's not right. Every year I traveled north to spend my summers with Grandma. In a Great Lake captain's house she owns southwest of Mackinac. And those summers past I spent my time in the town of Charlevoix, along the shores of Lake Michigan, walking as a boy. Each morning with the rising sun, she would walk on down to that bakery on Old Main Street in that charming little town, with those windows filled with fresh-baked goods, a feast for hungry eyes. She always bought a special treat for me when I would rise. Well, apple fritters, moist and golden brown. Apple fritters, cold milk to wash them down. Apple fritters, hot and freshly made. An apple fritter still warms my soul to this very day. My grandma's gone, her house became a hotel parking lot. The shoreline's cluttered with condo homes, newly built and bought. Still standing at the edge of town on that same main street is the bakery where Grandma bought those dough-glazed apple treats. Well, apple fritters, moist and golden brown. Apple fritters, cold milk to wash them down. apple fritters, hot and freshly made. And apple fritter still warms my soul to this very day. Now if you want to bare your heart and tell me how you feel, I'll tell you what you need to do to show your love is real. Just stroll into that bakery, buy my favorite apple treat. Soon you'll find I love you too, you'll be my second favorite sweet. Well, apple fritters, moist and golden brown. Apple fritters, cold milk to wash 'em down. Apple fritters, hot and freshly made. An apple fritter still warms my soul to this very day. Well, apple fritters, moist and golden brown. Apple fritters, cold milk to wash 'em down. Apple fritters, hot and freshly made. An apple fritter still warms my soul to this very day.
Marshall, very nice.
Thank you very much. Appreciate it.